Hospital room evening room is dimly lit. Machines beep softly. Jeswin lies weakly on the hospital bed. Her eyes are sunken but warm. Beside her sits Jiro, holding her frail hand. Their baby, Michael, coos gently in a crib nearby. Jeswin, whispers Jiro, I can't do this anymore. Jiro, teary-eyed, don't say that, Jeswin. You'll be fine. The doctors said, Jeswin softly interrupting. We both know what the doctors said. I'm not asking for hope anymore. I'm asking for Michael. Jiro, what do you mean? Jeswin smiling faintly, I need to know he'll grow up in love, in care. You can't raise him alone, Jiro. You need someone beside you. Jiro, no. Jeswin, don't say that. I only ever needed you. Jeswin tears in her eyes. Promise me, if I don't make it, you'll marry again. For Michael, not for love. For him. Jiro shaking his head. Jeswin, please. Jeswin, promise me. Jiro breaking, I promise. He leans forward, pressing his forehead to hers. Michael lets out a tiny cry. Jeswin closes her eyes with peace. Montage. Jeswin's funeral. Jiro standing alone with Michael in his arms. Sleepless nights feeding and rocking the baby. Friends and relatives whispering. He needs help. He's not coping. Enter Elvin, poised, graceful, full of charm. She smiles at Jiro like she sees everything he's hiding. Living room night. Jiro and Elvin laugh over wine. Michael sleeps in a bassinet nearby. Elvin gently strokes Jiro's cheek. Elvin, you're not the man I first met. You know. Jiro curious, what do you mean? Elvin, you were carrying so much grief. Now, you look free. Jiro looks down, silent. Elvin leans in and kisses him. The warmth of affection distracts the guilt inside him. Narration. I told myself I was doing it for Michael. I told myself Jeswin would have wanted this. But as time passed, I didn't visit her grave. I didn't hold Michael the same. I didn't feel the pain anymore. And maybe that's when I lost myself. Nursery morning. Michael cries in his crib. The room is messy. Toys on the floor. Jiro enters sleepily and picks him up. Jiro, shh, little man. Daddy's here. He holds the baby, but in the background we see Elvin, perfectly dressed, scrolling through her phone. An interested, high-end restaurant. Night. Jiro and Elvin dine with a group of wealthy friends. Laughter, wine, jewelry, and money talk fill the air. Jiro seems slightly uncomfortable. Elvin is radiant. Friend Jiro, how's your business doing? Jiro shrugs, holding steady. Elvin, cutting in, he's being modest. We're looking at buying a second home on the coast. Jiro glances at her, surprised. Bedroom. Late night. Jiro finds an open drawer with documents, hidden receipts, luxury purchases, and a secret account. He quietly closes it as Elvin walks in. Elvin, you're not sleeping? Jiro calmly, who's Daniel? Elvin freezes. Elvin, what are you talking about? Jiro, I saw the account, the transfers, the messages. You think I wouldn't notice? Elvin's charm fades instantly. Elvin coldly, so what? You think I loved you? You think I married you for your pretty smile? Jiro stares at her, shattered. Int. Jeswin's grave. Raining day. Jiro stands before her grave, soaked in guilt and rain. Michael, now a toddler, clutches his leg. Jiro choking up. Jeswin, I broke my promise. Not the one about marrying again. The one about protecting our son. The one about keeping you alive in his heart. I forgot you. I forgot him. And now, I've lost everything. He kneels, hugging Michael tight. Jeswin's grave. Jiro kneels at the grave, arms wrapped around Michael. His tears blend with the falling rain. The tombstone reads, Jeswin A. Jiro, beloved wife and mother, your love was my light. Jiro softly, to the grave. Michael doesn't even know you, Jeswin. Because of me, I let him forget your lullabies, your smile, your scent. I let him forget his mother. Michael clutches Jiro's coat, his big eyes confused but trusting. Jiro runs a hand over his son's hair. Jiro whispers, but I'll fix it. I swear to you, I'll fix it. Mansion night. Lavish home Jiro once shared with Elvin feels cold and empty now. Jiro enters the bedroom and opens a drawer, pulling out the hidden documents, account statements, text screenshots, photos of Elvin with another man. He sighs, resigned. He knows what he has to do. Living room night. Elvin walks in, surprised to see Jiro waiting, calm and composed. Elvin, didn't expect you up. Jiro, I've been thinking. Elvin, suspicious about Jiro, about how I let you into my life, into my son's life, and how I was too blind to see what you were after. Elvin scoffs, crossing her arms. Elvin, don't play the victim now. You weren't complaining when I made you feel alive again. Jiro, no, I was dead. And you danced on my grave with your designer heels. She smirks coldly, like a mask finally dropped. Elvin, so, what now? Divorce? Fine. I'll leave. Just wire me what I'm owed. Jiro, you're owed nothing. The house, the cars, the accounts, they're not in your name. You wanted my money. You never got my heart. Elvin steps forward angrily. Elvin, you'll regret this. Jiro, you're not as clever as you think. Jiro, steady, maybe not. But I'm not as stupid as I was. Montage. Elvin leaves the house, suitcase in hand, slamming the door. Jiro donates luxury clothes and furniture. Jiro moves with Michael to a modest but warm apartment. He starts working in a small office, late hours. He picks up Michael from daycare, smiling redly.int. Small apartment. Evening. Jiro and Michael sit on the floor. Michael plays with building blocks. Jiro stares at an old photo of Jeswin, her laughter frozen in time. Jiro, there were nights I sat in silence, trying to hear Jeswin's voice in my memories. I thought I lost everything. But the truth is, I was given a second chance. He smiles faintly as Michael offers him a block. Michael giggling, build, Papa. Jiro, yeah, let's build again. Daycare. A young woman named Anna, warm and nurturing. Hands Michael over to Jiro. She's the daycare teacher. Anna, Michael's been drawing a lot today. Look, she shows Jiro a crayon drawing a stick figure family, a dad, a little boy, and a woman with long hair and a glowing heart. Anna, he says this is his mom. She's in the stars, he said. Jiro's eyes water. He smiles gently. Jiro, yeah, she is. Jeswin's grave. Sunny day. Jiro returns, this time with flowers and Michael holding his hand. Michael places a small toy car on the grave. Michael, Mama drive this in heaven? Jiro smiling through tears. Yes, she'll love it. Jiro, I stopped asking why things happened the way they did. Maybe life wasn't fair. Maybe I wasn't strong. But the pain, it taught me how to be a father. It taught me how to remember her. And it taught me that some promises, even when broken, can still be honored if we choose to mend them. Small apartment. Early morning sunlight streams in through the curtains. Jiro quietly brews coffee. He glances at Michael, still sleeping peacefully. The once chaotic home is now modest, neat, and filled with quiet warmth. Jiro takes out an old scrapbook, photos of Jeswin, their wedding, Michael's baby pictures. He gently runs his fingers across the pages. Jiro, some mornings, I wake up reaching for a shadow, hoping Jeswin is lying next to me. And when I realize she's not, I turn and find Michael, the only piece of her this world didn't take. Park afternoon. Jiro sits on a bench watching Michael play. Nearby, Anna, the daycare teacher, is reading a book. Michael runs toward her with a flower and hands it to her. Michael, for you, Miss Anna. Anna smiling, thank you, sweetheart. She looks up at Jiro with a warm glance. Jiro smiles politely, but there's a hint of shyness. Anna, he talks about you all the time, you know. Says you make the best pancakes. Jiro chuckling, they're mostly burnt, but I think the syrup hides my flaws. Anna gently, I think he's proud of you. Jiro's office. Night. Jiro is working late. Bills stacked to the side. His co-worker, Ravi, walks in. Ravi, you okay, man? You've been putting in a lot of extra hours. Jiro trying to make ends meet. You know how it is with kids. Ravi hesitant. You ever think about moving on? Jiro quietly, I think about honoring what I had first. Michael's room. Night. Jiro reads Michael a story. Michael interrupts him. Michael, Papa, do stars talk? Jiro curious, why do you ask? Michael, sometimes I dream Mama talks to me. She says you're sad, but she's proud of you. Jiro's breath catches. He hugs Michael tightly, burying his face in his son's hair. Jiro softly, she's right. She's always right. Montage. Michael starting school. Jiro standing at the gates, cheering him on. Jiro visiting Jeswin's grave regularly, sometimes with flowers, sometimes with silence. Anna becoming a closer presence. Coffee after drop-offs, kind words, slow conversations. Jiro writing in a journal, I'm trying. For you, for him, for the life we dreamed of. School hall. Evening. Parent-teacher meeting. Jiro walks in nervously. Anna greets him with a smile. Anna, don't worry. He's doing amazing. He drew this today. She shows Jiro another drawing, this time a picture of three people, a father, a son, and a woman holding a star. Above it, in a child's handwriting, my family. Jiro quietly, he's healing faster than I am. Anna, sometimes kids lead us where we're scared to go. Their eyes lock, something tender but unspoken passes between them. Jeswin's grave late afternoon. Jiro kneels again. Michael runs around in the background. Jiro, I met someone. Jeswin. She's kind, gentle, nothing like Elvin. She doesn't fill the hole you left, but somehow she makes the edges softer. He pauses, then lays flowers down. Jiro, I'll never stop missing you, but I know now I can carry your memory and still make space for something new. That's not betrayal, that's healing. Anna's apartment. Evening. Jiro, Michael, and Anna are having dinner. Laughter fills the room. Michael is excitedly telling a story. Michael, and then I said, boom, and all the blocks fell down. Anna and Jiro laugh together. She gently wipes sauce from Michael's cheek. Jiro watches her eyes full of gratitude and something new. Peace. Jiro, Vio, I thought I'd buried my heart with Jeswin, but love doesn't die. It waits. It waits for us to be ready again. School play evening. A small auditorium. Children perform a play on stage. Michael is wearing a golden cardboard crown, playing a little prince. Jiro sits in the audience, clapping proudly. Next to him sits Anna, her arm briefly brushing his. They share a smile. Michael on stage, shouting, I may be small, but my heart is big. Laughter and applause. Jiro's eyes well up, not just from pride, but from the overwhelming feeling of how far they've come. Ice cream parlor night. Jiro, Michael, and Anna sit at a small table, eating ice cream. Michael's face is covered in chocolate. Anna, you're going to need a full bath after this. Young man. Michael grinning, that's Papa's job. Jiro chuckles, but there's a moment where his expression turns serious. Anna notices. Anna softly, you okay? Jiro hesitating, do you ever feel guilty for being happy again? Anna, all the time. I lost my brother 3 years ago. I didn't think I deserved to smile again. But joy doesn't erase grief. It honors it. Jiro whispers, that's what Jeswin would have said too. Small apartment night. Michael is asleep. Jiro and Anna sit on the balcony under the stars. Quiet, peaceful. Jiro, when Jeswin told me to remarry, she said it was for Michael. I never imagined someone would actually care about him the way she did. Anna gently, I care about him because of you. You fought for him through every mistake, every storm. That kind of love. It draws people in. Jiro looks at her. The silence between them is filled with emotion. Jiro quietly, would it be wrong to ask for more? Anna smiles softly, no. Jiro, it wouldn't be wrong. It would be brave. Jeswin's grave morning. Jiro, holding a small bouquet, stands before Jeswin's grave. Michael is off chasing butterflies nearby. Jiro, I still wear my ring, even after all this time. It's not because I haven't let go. It's because you'll always be part of me. He removes the ring slowly, places it gently on the headstone. Jiro can't. I think I'm ready now. Ready to live, not just survive. Montage. Jiro proposing to Anna at a quiet park, with Michael jumping excitedly. A simple wedding, filled with close friends, modest decorations, and laughter. Jiro dancing with Anna. Michael asleep in Anna's arms. Safe and loved. New home. Eveninga's small but bright home. On the wall are 3 framed photos. Jeswin holding baby Michael, a drawing of Michael's star mama, and a recent family picture of Jiro, Anna, and Michael together. Jiro places a candle beside Jeswin's photo and lights it gently. Jiro, I once believed that love had only one form, that once it was lost, it could never return. But love is more like light. It changes shape, it moves, but it never truly disappears. Hillside sunset. New family walks together. Michael runs ahead, laughing, chasing the setting sun. Anna, he's grown so much. Jiro, and he'll always carry part of her. But now, he also has you. They stop and watch the sun dip below the horizon. Jiro, Jeswin taught me how to love. Elvin taught me what love isn't. And Anna, she's teaching me how to begin again. Sometimes, healing doesn't mean forgetting. It means remembering with less pain and more love. New home night. Jiro tucks Michael into bed. The boys' room is filled with drawings, some of stars, some of a smiling woman in a long dress, Jeswin, and more recently, one of a family holding hands. Michael sleepily, Papa. Jiro, yes, buddy. Michael, Mama Jeswin and Mama Anna. Do they both love me? Jiro gently strokes his hair, smiling softly. Jiro, yes. One from the stars, and one from right here. You are the most loved boy in the world. Michael, then I'm never alone. Jiro kisses his forehead. Jiro whispers never. Jeswin's grave. Late autumn day. Wind whistles gently. Leaves dance in the air. Jiro stands in a warm coat, holding a journal. He sits beside the grave. Jiro, Jeswin, I started writing again. I thought it was to remember you, but it turns out it was also to understand myself. He opens the journal, pages filled with handwritten letters to Jeswin, unsent thoughts, prayers, regrets, memories. Jiro, some days I wonder what you'd think of Anna. I think you'd thank her for loving me when I didn't know how to love myself, for loving Michael without asking for anything in return. He places the journal gently beside the grave. Jiro, this is yours. All the words I couldn't say, the words I was too broken to speak. Flashback, soft and dreamlike. Jeswin laughing, holding baby Michael. Jiro taking a photo. Jeswin singing softly in the kitchen. Jeswin crying from pain, but holding Jiro's hand tightly. Jeswin whispering, promise me. Therapy group. Evening. Jiro sits among others. A small circle, a cup of tea in hand. Jiro, my name's Jiro. I lost my wife 6 years ago, and for a long time, I thought moving on meant letting her go completely. But healing doesn't mean forgetting. It means learning to carry love differently. Others nod quietly. A woman nearby squeezes his hand in silent support. School Father's Day event. Michael stands proudly on stage with other kids. Each holds a handmade card. Michael reading his My Dad is Brave. He makes pancakes. He reads stories. He made my heart better. And he never lets me forget my first mom. I love my papa. Jiro tries not to cry in the crowd. Anna beside him, gently rubbing his back. Family photo wall. Evening. Jiro and Anna hang new pictures. Michael's school photo, a family camping trip, a drawing Michael made of 2 moms in heaven and earth. Anna smiling. He's doing okay, isn't he? Jiro, he's teaching us how to do okay. They look at each other, a quiet, beautiful understanding. They don't need to fill each other's pasts. They're building a future. Seaside cliff. Sunset. Jiro, Anna, and Michael watch the waves crash below. Jiro takes out a small box. Inside is Jeswin's ring. Jiro, we brought this to the sea, Michael, so Mama Jeswin can always be part of the sky, the waves, the wind. He gives Michael the box. Michael nods solemnly and gently throws the ring into the ocean. Michael quietly, goodbye, Mama. Anna hugging him, she'll always be with you. Jiro, I once thought grief was an ending, but grief is just love looking for a place to go. And slowly, day by day, we found that place. In laughter, in memories, in the family we rebuilt. Home. Later that night, Jiro writes the final words in his journal. Jiro writing aloud, to the one I lost, thank you for loving me when I didn't know what love really meant. And to the one I found, thank you for loving the man I became after the storm. Sky night. Stars shine above. One star glows a little brighter. Jiro, I broke promises. I fell. I forgot what mattered. But I came back. And in doing so, I found the light that never left me. Sometimes, the most powerful love stories are not the ones we start, but the ones we return to. The end.